Hey guys, welcome. All right, we're going to see how this goes here. Um, she's watching cartoons in the crib and having her milk. She took a little bit of a nap before. Um, while we were out running, but not very long. But she was wide awake after that nap. So, anyhow. All right, so we've got T. Yvette here for love. Got success. Wow, you got success coming in. The love cup full. A new love interest. It's a soulmate connection. All coming in. Strength around the situation. It could be a fire sign, possibly a Leo. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're not holding yourself back. When this person shows up, I think you're going to give them a chance. Good. I think it's somebody new. I think it's like fresh new energy. Kira, general for next week. Six of Pentacles. This is usually a business thing where you're feeling a little bit more either better compensated or more appreciated at work. Four of Swords, taking some time for rest, relaxation, self-care. Six of Swords, you could be moving on to greener pastures next week. You got the Magician. You can pretty much manifest anything you want when that card shows up. Sagittarius and a Pisces are around you next week. That may be of significance. You're no longer holding yourself back either. Inez, Joe. You are cutting through the bullshit. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, letting everybody know what you need, what you expect from them, and what you will and won't put up with in the future. You have a Capricorn coming in. You have a Pisces coming in that could be of significance. You're also paying off a bill of debt or a loan, which may make you feel a little bit of relief. Three of Wands in reverse. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. You're making your own things happen. You're not waiting on anyone. The sun comes out. You got happiness coming in. I think you're taking control of things moving forward. BJ, general love. You got a new love interest coming in. New love interest that could be a soulmate relationship, possibly a Libra comes in. You might feel like you have a long road ahead of you when it comes to love, but the truth is things are moving forward pretty quickly when you listen to your intuition. Look forwards and not backwards. Things are going to move for you. Kira, what's next in my love life? What's next for me in my love life? Things change for the better quickly. Leaving disappointment and regret in the past brings in a new connection or a committed relationship. Three of Cups, Nine of Cups. You got a wish and something to celebrate coming up. You could meet somebody new around work or school. Sagittarius is coming in around you. You're not sitting around waiting for anything. You got people coming in here, and I think you're going to give them, even if, like, all right, there's other people coming in. You might not be dating them, or, you may just be talking to them or taking notice of them. There may be people showing you interest. I don't care what it is. It seems to be very positive, new energy. There's a Virgo, there's a Taurus, there's a Capricorn, and Sagittarius. You got some passion coming in, so I think that you're going to have some options, which is good. I think that's what comes in next. Uriali, how is KR really feeling when he's seeing you today? All right, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is feeling prepared. Either he knew that he was going to see you or he had a feeling he was going to see you. Felt prepared. Felt, Hangman is like feeling a little bit stuck, but he felt prepared. Overall, he felt okay. It wasn't like, he wasn't upset. He wasn't, he was like, I don't know what the circumstances were, but it's like, he was okay with seeing you. He felt prepared. He felt like he handled it fine. And it was a decent whatever. I don't know if you met him somewhere or if you ran into him. It looks like there was karma around the situation. He felt fine about seeing you today. Like it didn't rattle his cage. Like he was okay with it. Spiritual medium. How does NR currently feel about me? There's some sharp energy around the situation. I don't know if this person is mad at you or they think that you can be tough or you have a rough side. But overall, they do think that you're happy. They have the sun. You got the Sun card. They think that you're well balanced, stable, sincere, hardworking, intelligent, grounded, down to earth, adventurous, spontaneous. Ace of Swords. There's some sharp energy around this situation. Julie, how will this weekend go with Rich and I? Things could change for the better quickly with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty decent weekend. Things change for the better. You may feel a little bit more at ease or more relaxed around the situation. You may be feeling better about it as well. And maybe a pretty decent weekend. Mariah, how does my Aquarius feel about our connection? All right, I don't know where you are in this connection with this person, but they got a couple of things here. So Eight of Cups is them walking away or pulling their energy back. And the Knight of Cups is like the interest has run out. So I don't know where exactly you guys are in this situation. Judgment's in reverse, which means the timing isn't there. I don't know if this person is on the same page as you right now. You may be more into it than they are at this moment. Kira, how will I feel at Stevie's dinner birthday party? You should feel good. You've got the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. You've got the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. You've got the Seven of Wands, which is feeling like perseverance or feeling like it could be that there's like the situation, it may have good energy around it. You should feel good about this. The Star card is here too, which is nice. It should be a pretty decent party. April, Peter seems interested, but I feel like he holds himself back where he's too slow. I can't tell. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I don't think you're wrong. I think that's common in the beginning, that people kind of hold back. Let's see. Or I think that more often than not, it's men that hold back. I think he is holding back. I think he just needs to get comfortable. He may be a little awkward for a little while, but I think it passes relatively quickly, and there's long-term potential here with the Four of Wands. I think that, you know, he's got to get a little bit more comfortable, or he may feel a little awkward right now. I think it's normal. I think that's normal. I mean, we're not normally... I mean, think about yourself. Like, in the beginning, when you go out with somebody, your hair is done, your makeup's done, you look nice, and then after you've been together a while, you know? Anyhow. Maria, General for Love. Got a fire sign around you. It could be a Leo. If it's not a Leo, Sagittarius or an Aries, you might have to make a decision when it comes to love. Listen to your intuition. Could be feeling a little stuck in the mud, but that energy should change soon. And if you're not in a relationship right now, if you are in a relationship, things look good. There's a new beginning. There's a nice connection. Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles is here, which is two people that are both putting in effort and two people that are on the same page. So that's nice. If you're not with anyone right now, it's the same thing. Next person that comes in, and they put in a lot of effort. They do their share of the relationship. Four of Wands. You could be spending some time resting, relaxing, doing like leisurely things together. Not bad. Sepia. Let me see if I see it. General, okay. Okay, things may be slow and steady wins the race right now, but you're going to have a little adventure come in, a new beginning comes in, and Six of Pentacles. It could be feeling a little bit more respected at work, or it could be in personal relationships where you're feeling like, finally I'm getting the respect I deserve. Four of Wands, taking time for rest, relaxation, self-care. Temperance, peace returns to your life. Chariot, life moves forward quickly. Ten of Cups, heading towards all 10 cups being full. RZ, what's coming in love for me and Kasem? He's a Leo. It looks like he's not going to be holding himself back. He may be putting in a little more effort in the near future. Some passion comes in. You could hear from him or see him out of the blue. He may want to go and do something exciting. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You could be paying off a bill or a debt, which might make you feel relief. He also may be talking about going back to school for something. His intentions seem good, and he doesn't seem like he's too stuck in the mud. He seems like he's looking towards the future. I like him. Mahalia, General for the next week. General for the next week. Got some good luck coming in next week. You also have a wish, so put it out into the universe. Maybe leaving regret and negativity in the past. Could be working on a creative project that may be something that you just enjoy. You're leaving anxiety in the past too. You've got Six of Cups, which means somebody from your past should be reaching out to you, or you could run into them. You also have a Capricorn coming in that may be significant, or it could be the Capricorn is like an old friend from the past that reaches out to you. Either way, it would be something positive. Maria, General for career. Okay, things may seem like slow and steady, but you're about to go through a huge transformation when it comes to your career. You could be moving on to greener pastures. You may even be focused on starting a new business or a new gig of your own that would bring in financial stability and a lot of money. Now, if you have a day job, it doesn't mean that you're going to quit. You could still be at your day job. You may just do something on the side that's profitable, or that is like your own little side business. Beautiful one. Do I know the Cancer or is it new? Okay. Is this Cancer somebody that we know? No, I think this Cancer's new energy. Sepia. What's next in my love life and with who? Okay. You might feel like you got a long road ahead of you, but that's not true. You have a couple of options coming in. It's going to be your choice. I think that you may even if you're not like seriously dating anybody, you may be talking to a few different people in the near future. Got a Sagittarius, you have a Virgo, you have a Cancer, you have a Taurus. Somebody from your past could be returning too. And the Six of Wands. Success comes in around love, but I think you might have to give it a little bit of time to figure out which one you end up with. And even if that person maybe hasn't shown up yet, there still may even be more to come. I think that there may be a little period where you're just talking to a number of people and you're keeping your options open, which I think is a good thing at this point, rather than, jumping right into something else. Let's see what happens. Let's see who else shows up, because there's a couple of new people coming in here. Sepia. Me and Dominic, love. This isn't a bad situation. Love cup here is full. Now, the sun is in reverse, which means there may be a delay or there may be a lot of kinks that need to get worked out, but there's opportunity here. Page of Swords. You could see him or hear from him out of the blue when you least expect it. And he seems like he's a loving, kind person with a big heart. You also have a wish around this situation. Divine timing and the Three of Cups. There could be cause for celebration around divine timing. I think with him, though, it might take a little while. There may be a little bit of a road. But the love cup is full, and that's positive. Anna, what are Christopher's reasons in being with me? What are Christopher's reasons in being with me? All right, he's got... All right, there's a lot going on here. So he's undecided. He doesn't know why. He also feels like you do a lot of the controlling of the situation. He doesn't make a lot of decisions. So he pretty much does the bare minimum, and that's the best I can say. He comes up here as feeling undecided, and there's a lot of disappointment around him. It also looks like he may be walking away or pulling his energy back, but that just may be how he is. He may be with you because you put so much effort in, and it's just easy for him. Yeah, it's easy for him. It doesn't look like he takes a lot of initiative in this relationship. It looks like he does what you tell him, and he doesn't always. He does the bare minimum. If you didn't put in the effort, I don't know that this relationship wouldn't fall apart. Ina's love in November. Love in November. You have a wish in November. You have an Aquarius coming in. You have success around love. You have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The love cup is full, and the sun is coming out. You got a lot happening in November. You also have a wish, so put out into the universe exactly what you want, because you just might get it. Love cup is full. You got options coming in November. Good. Keep your options open. Julie, how would it go for me at the job next week? I'll be on the floor with another nurse. I think it goes well. It looks like you're grounded, you're stable. That nurse may be a pain in the ass and may be very controlling, but I think that it goes fine. You get through it. You got perseverance. You push through. April. Dan the Aquarius never responded to my message that I sent. I can meet you in your town in 2 weeks. I don't get him. He was the one telling me he wants to get to know me. These people they're so fucking annoying. I know. I don't know where things went wrong, where people just don't have any manners. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, why? And it happens a lot. And I don't think you're going to hear from him. Not right now. Eventually, you'll hear from him. Lovers, Justice, Page of Swords, and Death are all in reverse. I don't think you hear from him anytime soon. I mean, it shows he's got a lot of bullshit going on around work. It's not really even showing that it's because he's with anybody else. I don't even think that that's the case. But to me, it is so rude to not answer somebody back. Like, what does it take? Especially when you know that everybody's got their phone up their ass 24/7. Yeah, so I don't know. When he finally does reach out to him, you may feel differently, because it's like, it's so uncalled for. Like, just answer somebody back. But you know what else people do? I went to high school with this girl, and we weren't friends in high school. Like, I knew who she was. Like, we were like maybe acquaintances, but we were not friends. And this was a really long time ago. Like, this may have been when, like, I first got Facebook in, like, 2008. It was a really long time ago. I was working at my day job. So she friends me, and I know who she is. And I just tend to accept everyone because what do I care? So I accept her request, and she sends me a message, right? Saying, oh, it would be really great to get together with you. I can't believe we've been out of school. I don't know, however long it was at the time, so on and so forth. So I respond with, because now I'm reading this, right? And, oh, I'd love to get together. And I'm thinking to myself, I have no desire to meet her. None. None at all. I have no desire to meet with her. We were never friends. But I felt like, you know what? As you get older, there's not a lot of people around. Hey, it can't hurt anything. Expand your horizons. Go meet her for coffee. What's the big deal? So I write back to her. Okay, I'm off on Thursdays and Fridays. Now, those were my only nights off, Thursday and Friday. Otherwise, I worked every day, and I worked every night, and I was off Thursdays and Fridays. And I was willing to go and have coffee with you on one of my only 2 nights. And she says to me, well, I can't do it this week. And I was like, when that came back to me, I was like, she's got no intentions of meeting me at all. She's just saying that. Like, why the fuck would you do that? I have no idea why people do. Why would you, in a million years, I would never send anybody a personal message if my intentions were not 100%, yeah, I want to meet you. Never. I would never. Just to what? Tell me something you think I want to hear? I don't like you. We were never friends. I don't give a fuck. Like, what did you think? That was going to make my day? So I don't understand people myself sometimes. But this guy is going to reach out eventually, not anytime soon, and I don't think he's going to mention it. And he's going to see where you are at that point. And at that point, you might tell him to go scratch, or you may ignore him. People are just so bizarre. Anna, how is Christopher currently feeling towards me today? All right, how is Christopher feeling towards me today? Yeah, see, he feels like you're in control. That's it. Like this is you're in control of this situation. Um, he feels that you're kind. He feels that you're smart, intelligent, intuitive, hardworking, caring, loyal. Uriali, do you see me and him reconciling? Okay, is there reconciliation coming in? You have a 70% chance that you'll reconcile with him at some point. So I would keep your options open. I would keep your options open because it doesn't look like anything's happening anytime soon. And it's not real healthy to sit around waiting for that. I would just keep your options open. See what else is going on. Cinnamon, energy between me and West. The energy is pretty good. You've got the Nine of Wands and you've got the Six of Pentacles, which is like feeling like I can breathe a sigh of relief and feeling like things are a little bit more balanced and reciprocal. Cinnamon, should Brittany stay to be with Michael? Should Brittany still be with Michael? Should Brittany still be with Michael? The cards indicate no. But once again, that's a free will choice. But the cards indicate no, and it's probably run its course. Archie. Yes, Four of Wands. No, the Four of Wands is the happy home. The Four of Swords is rest, relaxation, self-care. You know, it could be like a movie day. You know, that kind of a thing. Laying out by the pool. Archie, I don't see you yet. Oh, there it is. Will R reconcile with me if I reach out today or tomorrow? I heard him a lot in the past. No communication for months. Okay, I'm blocked. Will R reconcile with me if I reach out to him today or tomorrow? I'm only getting a 33% chance that this person's going to reconcile with you. But if you're going to do it, I would suggest doing it while Mercury is retrograde. I would do it before like the middle of November for sure. Kira, love reading for Leroy and I. Slow and steady wins the race, but he should be showing you a little bit more respect in the near future, and you should be able to feel a little bit of relief around the situation in the near future. You got some good luck coming in. Things could get better between the two of you in the near future. April, general for tomorrow and the upcoming week. You may be overthinking tomorrow. Be careful that you're not spending too much time overthinking and rethinking things. The Knight of Swords. You could hear from somebody out of the blue when you least expect it. Somebody who you've been waiting to hear from. You may have some divine timing helping you out between tomorrow through next week. Fire sign comes in that could be significant. Leo, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. And you could be starting a new journey. The Fool. Fool's always positive. It's like a new journey. Fun, carefree, spontaneous stuff. Sepia, career. You got a new beginning too, or a new journey. You also have a wish when it comes to career. Three of Pentacles. Stable, grounded relationship, either at work, a business, a side business, or it could be a specific business relationship with one person. Either way, it's positive. You got the Ten of Pentacles. You should be getting money. Money should be coming in. Three of Wands in reverse. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. You may be taking some action. Either, there's a couple of things. Like, that can go... When new opportunities come in, it could be a couple of things. It could be, I stay at my day job, right? And it is what it is. But then on the side, I do something that makes me extra money, and that kind of feeds my soul, and I just deal with the day job because that's just, you know, like, that's just what I do. Or it could be that you're getting a raise or a bonus or a promotion at your current job. It also could be changing jobs and starting the same type of job over in a different company. You know, like me, I did accounting. Like, it would be like me leaving one company to do accounting for another company, but being paid more for it. Either way, you have positive career stuff happening. I think you got a side business, though, that's going to take off at some point. Red. How's the Taurus feeling after yesterday? Okay, a couple of things. They feel focused. They've been thinking a lot about things. They feel a little stuck in the mud, but it's temporary because a new journey is about to start. So whatever happened, they may be thinking about it, contemplating it, but things should take off, or things should move forward with the Fool card. And it should be positive. They should be feeling positive about it. April, anything about the Gemini that I need to know? They don't always listen to their intuition. They can be a little bit stubborn at times. A little bit stubborn, or a little bit hard-headed. They may have a little anxiety at some points. Nah, there's nothing too terrible. Meanwhile, any important messages I need to know? Fire sign comes in that could be significant. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may be feeling disappointed about something. There's a small disappointment here. And you may be unprepared for something coming up. Something may happen out of the blue that you didn't expect, and you just feel unprepared. Capricorn comes in too. That may be significant. And you're stepping into your own personal strength. You're about to go through a personal growth and evolution, which is nice. Maria, I've been trying to stay away from toxic coworker A. She always finds a way to come around me. Why does she want to be in my energy? You know why? All right, I don't know how to say this without it sounding really mean. But people that are broken tend to gravitate towards people that are highly empathetic, that they feel heal them. So let me give an example. This is so funny. I mean, it's kind of stupid, but it's funny. So the woman that reads my cards, me and one of my friends, well, a lot of my friends see her and have been seeing her over the years. But me and my one friend used to talk about this all the time. Something really upsetting. It's like something that would be upsetting me, whatever it is. And I would want to go see her and talk about it. But when I got in the room with her, the energy that she has, for whatever reason, makes that issue feel like it's not that big of a deal. if that makes sense. Like I might be upset over something really stupid and maybe even like petty. And then when I go in to ask the question, I'm like, you know what? It doesn't even seem like a big deal now. And it has to do with her energy because I'm gravitated towards her because she's got that kind of energy that makes me feel better, which is why I go. Now, this is a client business relationship. I'm not like a toxic friend or anything like that, but there's a reason why I gravitate towards her, and it has to do with energy. And it's the same thing with this toxic person. It's the energy that you have and the person that you are that makes her feel safe. So that's why she gravitates towards you. That's why they say that a lot of times, like broken, dysfunctional people wind up with a really good, you know, like, well, they inevitably they wind up hurting them. Really good partners because that person makes them feel safe and they feel good in their energy. And then what happens is they don't appreciate it, or they're just dysfunctional and they're not working on their issues. So inevitably they wind up hurting that person. And then that person has a hard time letting go of the other person because you know, their energy is so healing. So that's what it is. That's why she's gravitating towards you. You got to take care of yourself though. So send her a packet if you need to. Ronnie, my bell has rung twice. The first time I answered the intercom and no answer. The second time a few hours later, I did never respond. Was it a mistake? Ooh, excuse me. Or was it somebody pressing the wrong bell or someone I know? Okay, let's see. Did the bell ring on accident? I don't think it was an accident, no. Was it someone that I know? I mean, if you ring the wrong bell and somebody answers, can you say, hey, I'm sorry I hit the wrong bell? I mean, what the hell is wrong with people? No, I think it's someone that you know. You got a fire sign here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also have a Capricorn. I think it's someone that you know. I mean, what the hell is wrong with everyone? Who was it that had, maybe it was Georgia? Somebody showed up and rang the doorbell and then walked away, and like she saw the guy. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with these people? It is. It probably was a Sag. Fucking people. I mean, you know, like you would think. Julie, how does this weekend go for Rich and I in love? Okay. It's okay. You might feel a little bit disappointed. You may feel a little bit burdened by the situation. You might feel like it's a little bit stagnant, but towards the end of the week, it should get better. The King of Cups shows up at the end of the week, that's the saving grace we have. You may feel like it's not really loving, but you know, maybe sometime on Sunday things could turn around, like late in the afternoon, because that's when the King of Cups shows up, and that's a loving partner. So it's not terrible. It just might not be superly overly romantic. Kira, how is Leroy feeling? And what are his next actions? He's feeling okay. He feels like he may be prepared to reach out to you soon because he's got the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So that's like feeling prepared, things change for the better quickly. He's feeling good. He feels peaceful, stable, serene, calm, grounded, down to earth. He may have a little anxiety, but I think he's doing better now than he has in the last couple of weeks. Kira, the next 3 days. Things may move forward quickly in the next 3 days. You may be leaving disappointment in the past. You may feel like you have some options on the horizon. You may feel like the energy around you shifts. It looks like you could be starting a new journey of some type in the next 3 days. Next 3 days seem like they're okay. Diane. Heard my mentally ill client Will passed away. Aw. Oh, sorry to hear that. Came through medium. Said said I'd get inheritance, but the only thing he has is a house that needs work. I'm now getting his will done. Is this the inheritance? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think it is. %70 chance, yes, it is. There may be a moment of where things get stuck, but I think inevitably, whatever needs to be done, I don't know what they have to do to get to go through the will or whatever. It might take a little bit of time with the Hangman, but I think that is the inheritance. I think he's going to give you something. The house. Yes, the house needs work. Okay. Well, whatever it is, I mean, if there's no mortgage on it, even if you sold it as is, you know. Yeah, I think that could be it. 70% is pretty high. It's just the Hangman means something could get stuck or it could take a minute. And I'm not surprised because everything seems to be behind these days. Ronnie. Oh, you sent me for a reading? Okay, I'll do it after the live stream. Ronnie. Let's see it. Let's see. I dozed off at work, and when I woke, I thought I saw someone in the doorway. It backed away. Was I fully awake or tripping? Oh, boy. Was I fully awake? I think you were fully awake. Yeah, I think you did see someone. Oh boy, I think that you saw someone. Mima. Currently feeling depressed and blocked and a little stressed. Things have been slow and I don't feel that I'm moving forward. I'd like to know if there is any good news soon. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you actually have the sun coming out over your life, which is very positive, and that's happening pretty soon. You got strength coming in, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Here you are feeling stuck in the mud, but that's not going to last long. This energy should shift. It may shift as soon as Mercury goes direct. Yep, and then you have, you could be starting a new journey. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. I think this is temporary. New chapter. What can I expect from George in the future? And will he contact me? He will contact you. He's probably going to want to see you again, but he's going to be very controlling. He's got the Emperor in reverse. And I'm not thrilled with this because that's somebody who's trying to manipulate the situation, and I don't like manipulators. I would be careful with him. I would be careful, because with manipulation, it's like he may promise you one thing and not fulfill it. You're gonna hear from him, but I just don't. I just don't trust him. I don't know. He may promise you something that he has no intention of following through on. Mima, what will be the disappointment? Well, you're walking away from something. So something disappoints you. You feel like you don't have a choice and you walk away. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It could have something to do with a love relationship. You walk away. You feel anxiety over it. You feel like you don't have any choice. You feel like you've been waiting for your ship to come in. So you're just kind of done with it. Oh, really? Oh, thank you, Mel. Thanks. But then you know what happens with me? And then when I leave, I'm like, oh, I should have fucking asked that question. Because then it's bothering me again. Mima. What's the thing that's going to make me feel unprepared? Could have something to do with the work relationship. You got the Queen of Pentacles and you have the Three of Pentacles. It has something to do with work. Kira, Leroy and I next week. Next week, you could be spending time together. Six of Cups, somebody from the past returns. Got good luck around the situation. You also have some strength around the situation. You could see or hear from him next week, or both. Yeah. I hate the people that pop up. I got to tell you that. I wouldn't show up at my father's house unannounced. I just don't do that. I mean, I would call. Hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Can I come by? Like one time, I was on my way to yoga. I don't know where the hell I was coming from, but I really had to use the bathroom, and it was too far before I got to the studio. I stopped at my brother's house, but I called first. I didn't just come banging on the door. I was like, have the door open. I got to pee really bad. TD, general for tomorrow. You got, tomorrow should be a really good day. The Magician, you can manifest just about anything you want. The 10 cups are full, and you feel like you have the world at your feet. Tomorrow should be a good day. April, love from today to the next 2 weeks. You got the 6 of Wands, so you should be feeling successful around some area of your life. It could be around work with the 6 of Pentacles as well. Feeling well compensated, feeling well appreciated. You could have some nice money coming in. Now, as far as love is concerned, you've got Sagittarius comes in. Happiness is coming in. It's a little bit delayed. You've got the 9 of Cups, which is a wish. Put it out into the universe. 2 of Wands, you're prepared. You got somebody here that may be a creative type, or you guys may be doing something creative together. You've got a Leo around you, an Aquarius around you, a Virgo. Geez, you got a lot of people. Another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and a Taurus in the next 2 weeks. That's good. Keep these people around you until you figure out which direction you're going in. Julie, do you still see me staying at the current job? Yeah. Yeah, I think that you're going to stay there. For a while, anyways. Jay, how did Amy feel about seeing me today? Today, she felt a little out of balance. She also felt a little bit undecided. Was she moody today? But she felt good about seeing you. The Fool is here. She may be feeling a little bit, like self-conscious or something today. I don't know. Today, she may have been off. Sepia, does Rommel miss me? Does Rommel miss me? Yeah, he does. I think he may be looking to see you soon. Sepia, does he want to see me? Yeah, I think he's gonna. Let's see. Does he want to see me? And will I see him soon? I think he wants to see you. Let's see. Will I see him soon? You will see him soon. One ace is 33% chance, but you have the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card, and you have the Six of Wands, which would be success. Sepia, when should I expect to hear from him? I would say within the next 2 days. Soon. Within the next couple of days. Oh, he's manipulative, that guy. Kira, work at the Judson Center next week. Overall, it should be a decent week. You get the Three of Pentacles, which is feeling grounded and stable. The High Priestess, your intuition is spot on. There's success there with the Six of Wands. You may be feeling like a Taurus that shows up around there that may be friendly or whatever. Could be somebody of significance. The Sun comes out. It should be a decent week. Kira, love life next week. You are not holding yourself back. That's for sure. Love cup is full. Fire sign enters. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children. Three of Cups. You got something to celebrate next week. You may be moving on to greener pastures. Let's see what happens. Sepia. It won't let me type on the box. Love next week. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why sometimes, and then why sometimes it's dark blue and why sometimes it's light blue. I don't know. All right, let's see. Love next week. Love should come in strong next week, and you should have some choices. You got growth, change, evolution coming in. You've got a Leo here. You have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And then, in addition, you may also have another Scorpio coming in. Could have a Gemini coming in, too. Somebody from your past is returning. I mean, these people may not all come in next week, but next week the energy around love seems to shift, and the circle seems to broaden, which is nice. Kira did one for Mel and one for Zara. New chapter. How does George feel now that I refuse to entertain him? He's got anxiety around the situation, but he still thinks that you love him and that it's going to work out. He thinks that you're just playing right now, but it does make him nervous that you could be legitimate. Julie, if that buddy nurse is a real pain, should I ask the nurse educator to put me with a different nurse the second or the third day? Will the nurse educator switch me? Okay, let's see. You know what? If she's a real pain, I think that she'll have a reputation and you'll get switched easy. Like, you wouldn't be the first person to complain about her. It's funny because it reminded me of when I was in the hospital with Avery. A nurse that I had, like, right after she was born, she was so nice and she was so gentle and she was so easygoing. And was saying something about the next nurse that was going to come on. And like, she wasn't trying to be mean, but I could tell that she was like intimidated by her. She said something like, "Oh, don't let her know I did that," or something like that. And it was really funny. But anyway, the point is that if she's a real pain in the ass, they probably already know that. So if you were to complain, it would be no big deal. They would just switch you. April, when do you see me having my own space again? Okay, let's see. Should be before the end of the fall. It should be pretty soon. Diane, do you see me moving client's house or selling? Do you see me moving the client's house or selling? Will I be selling the client's house? I think you sell. Julie, great. You see me staying at the job. Will it be for months or years? Okay, will it be for years? It could be, yeah, it could be for a while, but it looks like you leave because something changes for you for the better quickly and you get a better offer somewhere. So you trade up when you leave that place, but I think you'll be there a while. I would say you'd be there at least a year or two. Ronnie, do I know that spirit last night? Is that a crazy question? No, it's not crazy. It wasn't scary and I wasn't scared. I just figured, let me stop. Right. Do I know that spirit? Oh, funny. Rest relaxation comes up around you. I do think you know them. Yeah, I think you know them. April, did Peter ask me about my weekend plans to ask me out or just making conversation? No, I think that I think he wanted to see if you're available to go out. I don't think it was just conversation. Kira, how will my dad feel seeing me at the dinner party? I think he's going to feel good. It's like a new beginning. Good, and there's good karma around it. I think he'll feel good about it. I mean, how could you not? Like, how could you not? Jay, how did Amy see me today when I was in and out quickly? Are you sure she saw you? Because it comes up indecision. Maybe she's not 100% sure she saw you, or she was like, I thought I saw him. I'm not 100% sure with this card that she definitely saw you. I think that she thought she saw you. She still feels that you're down to earth, stable, very creative, that there's good karma around you in the situation. She may have been too bummed. She may have, I thought I saw him and then you were gone. You know, that kind of, maybe that's why she came up before, is feeling a little bit off or a little disappointed. Julie, how would it go for Rich and I in the next week for love? It goes pretty well. Listen to your intuition. You got the Six of Wands here, which is success. Looks like the relationship is moving forward, or it's a little bit more pleasant. Yeah, I think next week's a little bit better. Phantom, general reading for Gemini. Things change for the better for you quickly. You could have a new love relationship coming in. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful with that card if you don't want children. You have a wish, put it out into the universe, and you're feeling prepared and excited for the future. Feeling like finally I've made it to the top of the mountain and I can exhale. Moon, general for the work week ahead. Work week should go nice. You got choices, you got growth and transformation, you got peace and serenity coming in, feeling like you got some good karma. You may actually be enjoying work this week. This week's pretty decent. I can't wait for Halloween. Halloween's my favorite. Alina, mom and dad have been fighting all their life but refuse to get divorced or separate. I'm trying to come up with a solution for them, but so desperate. What do you see? Oh, boy. I hate those situations, and so many people stay in them. Well, all right. So this is what the cards show. The Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, which means things may actually move forward nicely, like pretty quick. You may be heading towards a solution and there are some choices that come up and it's positive. But the Six of Wands is in reverse, which is feeling like unsuccessful long term. Four of Cups, overthinking things. The Sun comes out and the Death card is here. So inevitably happiness can come out, and there's also transformation that can come in. So with these two cards here, I would say if both parties are willing to work on the situation, they can reach some kind of livable situation. See, those situations are really hard, right? And it's hard for me to put myself in it because I just can't imagine spending my life fighting with somebody like that, or, you know, being that unhappy. But if both people are willing to work on the situation, oh, excuse me, and the Sun card shows up, which is happiness, they may be able to learn to live with one another. Like, it depends on what the fighting is about. Like, stupid shit, you forgot to put the toilet seat down, I don't like this for dinner, you didn't pick up milk on your way home. Like, that's all stupid shit. But if there are real issues, like somebody's gambled away the mortgage money, or somebody's been having an affair for 20 years, like, those are hard things to get over and to get past. The unfortunate part that I see a lot that happens is people who are not really so much in love with one another, but they're more afraid of being alone, are more willing to accept those relationships because they don't really care. Like, in other words, I don't want to be alone, so I don't really care if you're having an affair because I don't really want to be with you anyway. So, like, I had a coworker that used to say, I don't care who's sleeping with my husband as long as it's not me. She used to say, as long as I don't have to do it, I don't care. I would hate, like, I hate the idea that people live like that because I feel like that is so sad. But if that's what they want and they come from that kind of mentality, like, you know, I get married, I'm going to stay married forever, this is how it's going to be, they can work on things. Stupid things, like I said, like, you left the toilet seat up, or you forgot to put the cap on the toothpaste. That stuff can be corrected. That's not that big of a deal. Um, and if they're willing to work on their situation, they can make it work. They can make it work. I just hate to see two people that are so miserable with one another. A good friend of mine, his parents are like that, and he's like, I don't even want to be with them. He's like, I want to see one alone, and I want to see the other one alone. I don't want to see the two of them together ever. Then they won't get divorced either. They're older though. Not that that makes a difference, but it just, like, sometimes it's like a generation thing. You know, it's like it comes from that generation where they just don't really want to get divorced, but they're ready to kill each other all the time. Anyway, and it makes everything miserable, you know? Like, you don't want to go and have, you know, dinner with your parents when they're fighting all the time. You'd rather see them separate and not have to, you know, put up with that. Yeah, that's an awful way to have to live. TD, Aries energy towards me today. Aries energy towards me today. Success, not bad. Success, transforming too, growth and transformation. Yvette, what to expect from the Leo coming in? Well, this person may be pretty exuberant. They've got the world at their feet. They feel balanced, compassionate. They got good karma around them. They're very intelligent. Things could change with them for the better quickly. There may be a really nice connection with a commitment potential. It's always a petty fight. See, petty fights, it's like we can fix that. You could put the toilet seat down. You know, I can, what you know what I mean? Like stupid shit like that. That can be fixed. I can put my shoes away. I can put the lid back on the jar back on the lid for the jelly on tight, you know, or whatever the stupid nonsense is. All that stuff can be fixed. Everyone just has to be a little bit more conscious of what they're doing. You know, like wipe the toothpaste out of this sink after you brush your teeth. Somebody else might get annoyed with that. Me, if I walked into somebody's bathroom and I wouldn't care. So well, it's fine. I don't care. But other people, like, it's really funny to me because other people that are very particular about things think that slobs are so hard to live with. But, and you know, it's like that show, The Odd Couple, which I remember my grandfather watching, but I don't really remember the details. But the people that are very particular are much harder to live with. They're much harder because you never do things the way they want them done. And that other person has a hard time accepting it. Like if they believe that the forks should be lined up this way and you line them up from the opposite direction, you're wrong. But to me, I'm like, if the forks are in the drawer, I mean, I'm just happy they made it into the drawer, you know? So, yeah, those things, somebody's got to like loosen up a little bit in that kind of a situation. Yeah, it's like petty shit. It's just not that serious. Martha, how would the Virgo react if he found out that I like him? Okay. I think he would be very flattered. He may be a little bit either not shocked, but he may be a little bit undecided at first because he's got the Two of Swords in reverse. But he could get his act together pretty quickly with the Knight of Swords. And he would be prepared. And you guys could start a new journey. He might need a day or so to digest it all. Jay, how does Amy feel about the short time windows with me? I think she wishes she had a little more time. This is quick, in and out. And she's got a lot of respect for you. I think that she wishes that she had more time. Juice box. Put the wrong birthday. Will that affect it? No, it's okay. How wrong was it? It's fine. It's fine. It's really the intention. You know, like with everything. Bay leaf spells. Years ago, I was watching a bay leaf spell. Now, bay leaf spells, like literally, you write what you want on the bay leaf, you light it on fire, you let it burn, and then I always scattered the ashes outside my front door underneath the mat. Some people keep them in a jar, some people put them in a river or whatever. So I was watching, I think it was Christina, the West Coast Witch, and she'd done a spell, bay leaf spell thing. And people had, I guess, started emailing her all these questions. And like you would think, what questions do you have? Like, you write your wish on the bay leaf, you light it on fire, and then you discard the ashes. But I understand where these people are coming from, because like people were saying to her, well, what if the bay leaf is broken? What if the bay leaf doesn't burn? Like sometimes they'll burn and like the flame will go out before the whole thing is burnt. What? And she was like, listen, I don't care if it's a half a bay leaf. She goes, I don't care if you don't have a bay leaf. Use a fucking piece of paper. It doesn't matter. It's the intent that you're putting out there. And that's what, after studying like these different practices for years, which led me back to action. Because then what came up for me was basically what every religion says is, you know, asking you shall receive, seeking you shall find. Ask for it, right? Put it out there. Focus on what you want. And it's your intentions. It's what your intentions are. So if you're putting out this intention for positivity, that's what you should get back, positivity. I wouldn't worry about the date. It's fine. But I was laughing when she was like, I don't care if you don't even have a fucking bay leaf. But it's true, because I've watched videos of people like doing things and then like had a question, and I'm like, Danny, what is the problem? Just do what they did in the video. Like some of the really simple spells that, I mean, anybody can do this stuff. Like ammonia jars. Like you write the intention down, right? This is simple. You write what you don't want. So say, for example, you didn't have any money and you want money. You would write on a piece of paper, like I would make it like the size of the lid. And you write on the paper, I have no money. And then you tape it on the inside of the lid. You fill the jar with ammonia, screw it on really tight, tape it up so that it can't leak, and then you flip it upside down so that the ammonia eats the paper. And then you hide it somewhere dark. That's the spell. That's what you do. And people are asking how big should the jar be? What kind of a jar should I use? Is it okay if I use lemon ammonia? But it's the truth. Like, how you can't get any more simple, but yet we have all these questions. It's all about your intention. Now, my mother used to say that kids would rather come from a broken home than you know what? I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. When I was 8, my parents almost got divorced, and it was like really devastating, but they didn't. They got back together, and then they got divorced when I was 16, and it was so much worse. First of all, the 8 years in between, it's like I had anxiety. My role was trying to keep everybody at peace. I was always trying to keep everybody from fighting, and it's awful, awful. And I think one kid always does that. My friend's family, where they didn't get divorced, but they had a lot of problems for a while. They wound up working them out. The older daughter was the one that, she was the opposite. She was like, fuck it. She's like, I would leave on Friday and they didn't even know where I was until Sunday night. She didn't care. The younger sister in that family was more like me, trying to keep everybody happy and not getting into any trouble, because you didn't want to make any more problems any more worse. So if I did something bad, I always made sure I covered my ass because I didn't want to get caught. Yeah, it's awful, and I agree. I would rather not have to live like that. I hate to see anybody have to live like that. Juice box. And when will I hear from Nicole again tonight, and will she see me? Okay. Will I hear from Nicole again tonight, and will she see me? I'm only getting a 33% chance that you see her tonight, but you should hear from her. You should hear from her. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to see her tonight, but you should hear from her. April. One card for Jade the Virgo's energy towards me and one for the Geminis. Okay. Oh, the Virgo. Lovers. And the other guy, not bad. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is like a, it's like a loving, kind, gentle man. Not bad. Neither one of them is bad. Tabitha. Okay, whenever the energy gets screwed up like that, right, things feel bad, things aren't working the way you want them to, pull your energy way back. Give the situation space. Try to get busy doing something else. Because the more you try to fix it, the worse it's going to get. Try to back away from the situation. So if you don't hear from her today or tomorrow, I wouldn't reach out for a couple of days. Just leave it alone. Tabitha, I have court on Monday and I'm lifting a restraining order against me. Long story. Will the Sag fight me or be okay when the judge asks him if he agrees? He's the man who put it against me. Okay, let's see. Will the Sagittarius be okay with lifting the restraint? I think he will. Yeah. I think he's over it, whatever it was that happened. April. Funny question. What would my cat tell me if she could? She's a Gemini. What would my cat tell me if she could? She would say to be careful who you give too much attention to. Don't be afraid to walk away from things that don't work for you. How funny is that? Get the answers from the cat. Well, animals are so intuitive, and animals really look at us like, we're their whole world. So it would make sense for the cat to feel like that, right? Like, you're so wonderful. Why would you deal with less than you deserve? That's really sweet. Darlene, question below. Okay. I texted the Aquarius when will he text back, and will I see him on Halloween? Okay, let's see. Will I see him on Halloween? You should hear from him within the next 10 days, but I'm not convinced that you see him on Halloween. And it's not coming up high enough. I'm only getting one ace. Jay, how would Amy feel if she knew I was job hunting? She wouldn't be happy. Two of Cups is in reverse, and so is the Chariot. She would feel like she was never going to see you again. Which isn't true, but that just may be what hits her. New me. How will my first date with Mike go? It should go really well. You got the Judgment card here, which is divine timing. He may have some money. Things move forward slowly with you and him, but the date itself should go really well. Crystal, why is Christopher getting mad at me? He is mad at you. He feels burdened by the situation. That's why. I don't know what's going on with the two of you, but he does have sharp energy around him. He's mad. He feels burdened by the situation. I don't know if he feels like you didn't live up to what you said you were going to do, or I don't know. He's angry, yeah, or annoyed. He may not be angry, but there's a little bit of sharp energy around him and the situation. Be careful. There may be a disaster coming between you and him. I would try to talk it out before things get that far. Ask him what it is that's bothering him. See if you can come to a resolution before things get out of hand. What the heck? Sonia, will I live with a fire sign I could possibly end with alone or with his family? I'm looking to move into another country and wondered if he would be into this idea. Okay, let's see. Will I be moving in with the fire sign? I don't think you're going to move in with him. No, I don't think so. You might move to that country and live alone. You could live alone. Jess J, what are Mar Hicks' true current feelings for me? Okay. What are Mar Hicks' true current feelings for me? He thinks that you're well balanced, and he definitely has interest in you, and things could change for the better between the two of you quickly with the Eight of Wands followed by the Seven of Wands. This could be a show here that's going to get off the ground. I think he's interested for sure. Is there anybody here? I know I have a couple of more super chats, but anybody here that I haven't answered for that wasn't a super chat? Because I think I got through those people. I just want to make sure I didn't skip anyone. Jay, what can I see from Amy in the next few days ahead? Oh, Sue I didn't do. I'll do for Sue also. She's slow and steady, but she's going to let you know, or she may do something that makes you think that there's long-term potential around the situation. I wouldn't let her know that you're looking for another job, because that might put her in a funk. Don't say anything. I wouldn't say anything. Just do what you got to do, and then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You may get a little more out of her the next few days. Juice box. What does Nicole want to say to me right now? She would say a couple of things. She may need a little bit of space. She might need a little bit of time. She's feeling a little bit unbalanced. I would pull your energy way back, and then she's going to come in out of the blue, and she may surprise you. Because then the Knight of Cups shows up, which is a love interest. Or she could be putting in more effort. So she may want to say something like, just give me a little bit of time to figure things out. Or just give me a little time to figure out how I feel. And then things will move forward. I think things are moving forward with you and her regardless. But it just could be a timing thing as to when exactly you guys get there. Sepia, when do the classes begin? Should I email you my interest? You know what? What I'm thinking is the last time I did those classes, I did one video. I used to send out a video on Wednesday, and I think I sent out a video on Saturday. I could have the first video done by Wednesday. I could start them Wednesday. And yeah, you can email me, or you could just, yeah, it doesn't matter. Email me or put it in the community section. And I know somebody was interested in astrology, so I can do an astrology one. Anyone that's interested in the astrology one, I'm going to have to do your charts so that we can, because that's how, like, I'll use your chart as an example. The astrology one may be a little more complicated. The astrology one, I may have to limit the amount of people that are going to be in it. But the tarot one, as many people, doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Anyhow. So. Sue, you have a wish, put it out into the universe. 3 of Wands, you may be feeling like you're standing here waiting for your ship to come in. But that's going to change pretty soon. You got the Temperance card here, which is feeling like peaceful and serene coming in the near future. You have an Aries coming in who could be of significance, and you may meet this person out of the clear blue sky. You got a little anxiety you could be dealing with. It's not the biggest of deals, and it moves into the past pretty quickly. Sue and Treasures Within. Okay, I'll do Treasures Within. Universe Flower. How are my finances looking for the rest of the year? Finances should pick up nicely. You got Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The 2 of Wands is feeling prepared. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Finally seeing the hard work that you've put into something pay off. The Star card, you have a wish. Finances should improve. Deja, how did Trey feel about our date? Overall, he felt pretty good about it. And Wands, like he can breathe a sigh of relief. He can exhale. He feels like it went well. Deja, what are his feelings for me? He thinks that you're nice, funny, stable, sincere. intelligent, and intuitive. Treasures within, messages from spirit. Three of air, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. The awakening, Archangel Gabriel, look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill, it's important to be yourself. Eight of fire, events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. Got Archangel Gabriel around you. I'm not, I would do Zoom. I don't have a problem doing Zoom if I get people that are in the same area, more or less. And what I was also thinking is doing the tarot videos, right? And then doing Zoom meetings at some other point. So like the videos go out, people listen to the videos, absorb what they can, and then we can do questions and stuff and like, pretend readings while on a Zoom class, just in addition to that. Like we can spend like an hour, I don't know, a week or something on that separate. I was thinking about that because it's like I don't want for that to be like, I don't feel like it would be fair if like all of us here on the East Coast are in the Zoom room, when meanwhile everybody over in Europe is not up at that time, So I would rather at least do the YouTube videos, and then at some point I can do Zoom meetings in addition, and then I could accommodate the other people, like I would be the one that either gets up late or goes to bed late or whatever the situation is. All right, let me do the moderators. And it's 7 o'clock now. She's still sleeping. All right, so when I come back on tonight, it may be late. Like it might not be until like 10:30 or 11 because she's still sleeping now. How did this day get all screwed up? Zara, are the feelings of the Aquarius truly towards me? Yeah, his feelings are genuine. Yeah. Zara, love reading for the month of November. Somebody from your past is returning. That could be that stupid Taurus. You got a Leo coming in. You have the Aquarius is here. Sagittarius may come in too. I think that Aquarius might try to meet up with you in the month of November once or twice. Mel, updated finances for next week. Updated finances. You should be feeling better about finances. Three of Pentacles is stability, and things move forward quickly with the Chariot. You got something to celebrate next week with finances. You also have some good karma coming in around money, which is nice. Pisces, next move towards me. Well, he's got the sun in reverse, so there's a delay around happiness with him, but he's focused on success with you. So whatever he's doing now, he should take a step up. So if you guys say you just text back and forth, you should be talking on the phone, or he should be trying that. If you guys talk every once in a while, he may try to see you. He's looking for the next step. Sepia, when Derek realizes that I have left, what will be his reaction, and in the long run? Oh, in the long run, I think that he's going to regret it, and I think he's going to come back. He's going to try to get you back at some point. When he realizes that I have left him. See, he may not act immediately like, he's returning. He's definitely returning. But immediately when you leave, he might not do anything, and it could be a little bit down the road that he's going to try to get you back. He's going to try to move things forward. He's going to be strong. He's going to try to be prepared for success around this situation. I think at that point you might tell him that, you know, it's a little too late. But we'll see what happens when you get there. He might not show too much in the beginning. Like he may let you go. But at some point, I think he comes back, you know, laying it on pretty thick. I hate that that happens so often. I hate that it happens so often that people don't appreciate what they have until it's gone. That really sucks. Deja, does Trey feel that he can move forward with us? He's not sure just yet. He's not sure yet. No, and I'm not too sure that there's not somebody else around him too. I know. I think you got to give this a little more time to work itself out. All right. I'm gonna go, but I'll be back on tonight at some point. It just may be a little bit later. It might not be until like 11. I'm gonna try to get her in bed at 10, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll be back on later. All right, I'll see you guys a little bit later. Thank you. Bye-bye.